You have to see the monkeys.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Today, the first place we visited is called Radha Govinda. That mandir or temple which we saw, that is not the original temple. The original temple second time we saw, where underground in the cave, that is the original temple which Rupa Goswami constructed. So in that cave, Rupa Goswami was doing bhajan, and one cow was going every day to give the milk. So one day Lord Govinda Dev spoke to Rupa Goswami in dream that I am here, you discover me. You discover me and install. Then after knowing this dream, then Rupa Goswami told to Brajavasis. Then Brajavasis they told, where is that place? Then Rupa Goswami saw and Brajavasis told, yes, this is the place where one cow is coming every day milking, giving milk. So maybe this is the proper place where Govinda Dev is staying. Then under help of all Brajavasis, Rupa Goswami Pad digged that place. When he digged, then he got this deity, Govinda Dev, who is now in Jaipur. That Govinda Dev, who Rupa Goswami discovered, or in front of Rupa Goswami who manifested, looking, in front of whom Rupa Goswami Pad got the darshan, that form, which is original form, in which form he manifested in front of Rupa Goswami Pad by the help of all Brajavasis, that deity is now being worshipped in Jaipur. When you will go to Jaipur, you will see the original deity. Till now, who appeared in front of Rupa Goswami by the help of Brajavasis, he is till now present in Jaipur. In Jaipur there is a big temple which is called Radha Govinda temple. In that temple till now he is being worshipped. So the underground temple where we saw so many monkeys, and then at top there Radha Govinda was being worshipped. But when King Aurangzeb, Muslim king, who was staying in Agra, so Taj Mahal, big Taj Mahal you see, so when he was staying there, the Govinda Mandir was 7th floor. Now what we are looking, that is not the original form of Govinda temple. When Rupa Goswami by his disciple, after appearance of Govinda Dev, he constructed a temple which is very tall. 7-story building, not only one. So it was so high that night time when lamp was there, then it was looking to Agra. Then Aurangzeb asked to his followers and servants, what is this? Then they said, this is one temple in Vrindavan. What is the temple? Radha Govinda temple. Then Aurangzeb said, no, it cannot be higher than us. So he became envious. So we should break this. So he sent the servants to break the temple. When devotees came to know that Aurangzeb ordered to break the Vrindavan temples, not only Radha Govinda temple, he ordered not only this, any temple there you break and take the deities. So after knowing this, all Goswamis, they got this information. Then before they arrive in Vrindavan to break, all the deities, all the Goswamis, they arranged how to transfer. Then all they put together, Govinda, Gopinath, Madanamohan, Damodar, only except Radharaman. Because Radharaman is very small, so it was very easy to hide. But other deities were very big, it was not so many building here like now. That time was small cottages. Only temples of 6 Goswamis, they were bigger. But house, no more Brajavasis here, more. When Mahaprabhu came, when Mahaprabhu came, no single Brajavasi was here. So, after Mahaprabhu disappeared, so it was, now how we are looking Vrindavan, it was not like that before. When Mahaprabhu came, it was full of forest. Mahaprabhu could not get even Madhukari. Yeah. He came to do Vrindavan Parikrama, did Achaman in Jamuna, and he was chanting Harinam till midday at Imlitala. So after midday, now he had to take lunch, but no one is there to give him lunch. So he has to go to Mathura. Through Akrur Ghat he was going. So it means 500 years before also, no house was here. So it was not easy to hide that deities, big deities. So they asked the help of Jaipur king. Then Jaipur king helped, then took to Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopinatha, Radha Damodara, except Radha Raman.
Radha Vinod.
Radha Vinod also. Radha Vinod?
Yes.
There.
He's there. He's still there.
Still there.
Radha Vinod. He's there in Jaipur. Yes.
Jaipur. So they went. Only Radha Raman did not
Only
go.
Radha Raman.
Yeah. Even Brunda Devi went. But when Brunda Devi went, at Kamyavan she spoke in dream. Please don't take me out of Brajamandal. When she was in Kamyavan after Vrindavan, she spoke in dream. Please don't take me out of Vrindavan. When Vrinda Devi said, I don't want to go outside Vrindavan, then she stayed in Kamyavan. When we will go Kamyavan, we see the original Vrinda Devi till now there, near Govinda. So, these, all the deities, they were transferred to Jaipur. Then Aurangzeb sent the servants, they broke only temples. They could not do anything to the deities. And Radha Raman was very small, so they were able to hide. So Radha Raman is the only one who did not go outside. Original Radha Raman is there, which Gopal Bhatta Goswami manifested from Salagram. So that Govinda, when he went to Jaipur, Madan Mohan went, Damodar went, Radha Vinod went, Radha Gopinath went. But when Radha Madan Mohan was in Jaipur, Jaipur king's daughter was loving more to Madan Mohan. She was very attached to Radha Madan Mohan. Among three or all deities, Jaipur king's daughter was very attached towards Madan Mohan. So now Jaipur king's daughter, when she married in Karoli, then when she married, then because she was attached without Madan Mohan she cannot stay. Then she told to the father, without Madan Mohan I cannot stay, because I have more attachment to Madan Mohan. So I want Madan Mohan. So king gave to Madan Mohan as a dowry to the princess. So Jaipur king's daughter, she brought Madan Mohan to Karoli. That's why only Madan Mohan you will miss in Jaipur. So Madan Mohan to see you have to go to Karoli. Other deities are till now in Jaipur. When Govinda Dev, Madan Mohan and Damodar and all others, they went to Jaipur, then after destruction of the temples, all Goswamis and Gaudiya Vaishnavas who were that time present in Brajamandal, they decided they should construct one new temple, because the temple which is contaminated by Muslims, we cannot worship anymore. So they are very violent, they broke, so by their torch we cannot worship deities in the temple anymore. So they constructed a new temple for Govinda, Gopinath, Madan Mohan, Damodar, all. So that's why That first temple we visited today, that is new temple for Govinda. And a new deity also, Radha Govinda we saw, which is called Pratibhu. Pratibhu means representative. The representative of Jaipur Govinda is this Govinda, replaced by our Goswamis. So, after Govinda, original Govinda, when he transferred to Jaipur, then for his memory to worship him, these new deities are installed. Since that day onward, Goswamis, his disciple, and our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, till now we are worshipping as a Pratibhu, representative of all the deities who went to Jaipur. So this is the story about Radha Govinda Mandir. This clear? And
two deities. One in the new temple and at the back.
In the old one also.
Pratibhu is
Pratibhu is in new temple,
in the first one we went to.
the first one.
And the second deity is
Second, they replace Gaur Nitai, Jagannatha, Krishna like this. That is, they replace later on. That is not important to us.
So did the Goswamis also install the Pratibhus?
Yes. Pratibhu in new temple.
Yes, but the Goswamis, the 6 Goswamis,
Yeah.
they also installed the Pratibhu
Yeah.
after the originals
Yeah.
went to Jaipur.
Yeah. Because they arranged it to transfer.
Yes,
Otherwise, they would go to destroy.
right. And they installed the new ones.
Yeah, new one. So since then, in new temple, worshipping is going on. But old temple, later on, when Muslims they did not come anymore, they cleaned everything, purified, and as a memory, we cannot keep the temple empty, so they replaced with some deity. We saw today.
Yes.
But it's not a Pratibhu. It's not Pratibhu.
No Pratibhu.
No, the Pratibhus are in the new temple here.
I know.
We see, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
You can make
clarifying.
two also.
No Pratibhu in old temple. Pratibhu is in our new temple. So after that we went to see Chausati Mahant, 64 Mahantas. Means all the Acharyas, Gaudiya Acharyas and their Samadhi you will find there together. We had no time because if we would give time there, then Gopishwara Mahadeva, Vansivata, Dhir Samari is impossible. Because for each and every Samadhi we have to explain minimum 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. Then how many hours will you take? So it is impossible. So we did not discuss there. But all Gaudiya Acharyas, Goswamis, Samadhi is there. 64 are prominent. But now if you count more than 64. Because now new are added also. So all 60 Goswamis Samadhi also there. 64. But, yeah. Some Pushpa, some original, mixed. Some are original, some are Pushpa. So, when we have time, sometime, we can go each and every, we can see. But you have to give time to see and discuss.
All the Goswamis are also there. Pushpa.
Yeah.
All.
Not a 60, 64. So there you will find all Samadhis together. If you want to all Samadhis together, you have to go to 64 Samadhis. Then after that we came to Brahmakund. What is Brahmakund? That we will discuss. That is related with the Gopishwara Mahadeva. When you came to see Gopishwara Mahadeva, then Lord Shiva is staying in Kailas and always remembering Ashtakali Lila. Lord Shiva always remembering Ashtakali Lila. Yeah, Kailas. So when he was remembering his residence, then he was attracted to see residence of Krishna inside Bansivat. Then Lord Shiva came in the form of Shiva form. When in Shiva form he was trying to enter inside Bansivata here, then Gopis, they stopped him. They said, here only man is Krishna. No second man is allowed in residence. No second man is allowed. only man is Krishna. But Shiva came in man form. So gopis they stopped him. But Shiva was very Lord Shiva was very stubborn. Like Narsimha Prabhu. he wants something to do and he will try. Yes. If something is stopped, then he will try how to do. Yes. Here this is nature. Sometimes it is good. Like what last year we did not try to go inside the cave of Radha Govinda Mandir because no one told, no one asked. But this year he asked. he asked, oh, we want to go, when to go. So he tried. Then by his endeavor it is possible. So sometimes stubborn is good. Yes. So Lord Shiva was very stubborn, so it worked for him. Because if when Gopi stopped him, if he would return, then he could not have the opportunity to hear. So when Gopi stopped him, then he was very stubborn to go. No, I want to go and attend. Then Gopi said, no, you cannot go. But I want to go. Because I saw many places, because I have more experience with, especially in Kumbh Mela. In Kumbh Mela, you are trying more and more. Yeah. By his trying, it was possible to go like car to the place where we were staying.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They blocked the road.
Yeah, block the road. No entry, but you are trying. And by using one's name we were going.
Yes.
Yeah. He used one name who was a good name. And
High Court Judge.
High Court Judge. So by his name our cars were going past. Yeah. So he was keep on trying. When police was stopping, then he was trying. Yeah. So Lord Shiva was also like this. When Gopi stopped, he was not disappointed. He was trying like nothing wrong. Then Gopi Mahadev also, Lord Shiva told, no, I want to see, I want to go. Then sometime you see, if you try again and again, who is stopping, he will be bored. Oh, trying, okay, find something. Because once denied, if you go, then he will not be free. But again and again you request, he will be tired, so he will think something to do. So when Lord Shiva tried to go again and again, then Gopis told, okay, if you want to go, then you go to ask Yogamaya, Purnamasi. So he worshipped to Purnamasi Yogamaya. Then Purnamasi appeared. Yogamaya appeared in front of him. Then she asked, what do you want? Then Lord Shiva said, I want to go to see Rasadans. Then Purnamasi Yogamaya told, you take bath inside Brahmakund. We saw there, Brahmakund. You take bath inside Brahmakund. When Lord Shiva entered inside Brahmakund, then entered in the form of Shiva, came out in the form of Gopi. So came in the form of Gopi. Then Purnamasi Yogamaya told, now you go in this form and sit or stand at Ishan Kon. Ishan, there are four corners, 4 direction and 4 corners. One of them is Ishan. You see there is Shiva. Here standing. This, near we are sitting. So Yogamaya told, you sit, this is Vanshiva, this is Rasadans place. Lord Krishna performed Rasadans here. So Purnamasi, after making Shiva Gopi, told you go and stand or sit in the corner of Ishan. This is Ishanya Kon, angle or corner. Then Lord Shiva came and he was waiting to participate in Rasadans to see. Now Rasadans, when Gopis they were trying to start, today they were not feeling the bliss. Today they were not feeling the bliss. Like when Mahaprabhu was doing Harinam Sankirtan at Srivasangan, sometimes he was not feeling same bliss. Then Mahaprabhu told, maybe some problem is here. Why no bliss coming in the Sankirtan today? Before was very blissful. Today no bliss coming. So maybe some problem, some opposite entity entered here. So you have to search. When they were searching, then they found out the mother-in-law of Srivas Pandit. The Srivas Pandit's wife's mother. She was hiding to witness the Sankirtana Mahaprabhu. Then when Srivas Pandit saw, became very angry and took out. Similarly, that Srivas Angan is Bansi Bhatt. Yes. Srivas Bansi Bhatt manifested at Srivas Angan. So, what is Bansi Bhatt in Mayapur is Srivas Angan. What is Ras dance here? Harinam Sankirtan is Ras dance in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, Harinam Sankirtan is Ras dance. Understand?
Yes.
So, what you will get by Ras dance, you can get by Harinam Sankirtan. So, Harinam Sankirtan can give you everything in Kali Yuga. So, now, here,
Well, that Harinam at Srivasangam, that was closed, private.
confidential.
Private.
Yeah.
Only for intimate, just
Yeah.
like Rasadans.
Yeah.
But is there any, once the Harinam then went out on the streets, for everybody,
That is
that
for-
is unique. There's nothing
No.
in Braj to compare with that.
No. That is some fruit is there,
That is,
similar, but not exactly.
no.
Yeah.
That is the Audhariya.
Yeah, that is for everyone.
Yeah.
That is for everyone.
But Rasadans is never
No,
for everyone.
no. That Sankirtan is for everyone.
Yeah.
But like Srivas Angan Sankirtan was not for everyone.
No.
So when now it depends upon who is chanting. So don't think that by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By chanting, don't think that everyone become gopi, everyone become manjari. No. No. How long you chant, you will not become manjari. You will not become gopi. So it depends upon how you are chanting and who is chanting. So it depends upon your mood. For you are chanting. In which mood you are chanting, the fruit will come accordingly. If you are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and want material desire, you will get material benefit. No prem possible. So it depends upon the chanter, who is chanting, how he is chanting. So fruit will be different from person to person. But power is there. Harinam Mahamantra can give you everything, whatever you want. There is nothing which Harinam Mahamantra cannot give. Whatever you want, not only here, in whole universe, whatever you want, you can get only by Mahamantra. Mahamantra is self-sufficient to give everything. But when I am telling that all cannot get equal, then you may be confused. How? No. No confusion, it is clear. Mahamantra has the potency to give you everything. Mahamantra can give you manjari mood. Mahamantra can give you prem. Whatever you want, Mahamantra can give you. But Mahamantra will not manifest that power in everyone. It depends upon how you are chanting, what you are chanting. So, Mahamantra will see if your chanting is perfect. Nama Prabhu will see if your chanting is pure, chanting is perfect. Then only he will manifest 100% proof, completely. But Mahamantra and Harinam Prabhu is not manifesting all his fruit to everyone. So he is waiting your qualification. So, how you are chanting and what for you are chanting, who is chanting, accordingly he is giving the fruit. But you should not think that Nam has no power. Nam has a power, but difference is manifesting or unmanifesting. This is different.
Sure.
I heard Govind Bhatt saying,
You have to speak up.
I heard the Govind Bhatt saying that who is leading the chanting is also important.
Huh?
Who is leading the chanting is important for the effect.
Yeah.
You just explain that.
I already told, it depends upon the chanter, I already told. It depends upon the chanter, who is chanting, how he is chanting. This includes all.
Affecting the other people.
I told already. You should understand. That does not mean leading or not leading. It depends upon the chanter, who is leading or not leading. Even leader also not chanting properly will not manifest. If a leader who is leading, if his chanting is not proper, he will not manifest the fruit. So it depends upon who is chanting, how he is chanting. If chanting is pure, 100% pure, complete fruit will manifest, including manjari mood, including prem, all will manifest. So we should not think when fruit is not manifesting, we should not think that Harinam is has no power. No, there is no time when Harinam has no power. Harinam is powerful forever. So we should.
So is Harinam powerful even if a person is not initiated, the Diksha?
Always he is powerful.
So even without initiation, it's possible to get Manjari mode?
How possible? You did not understand what I am telling. Harinam is always powerful, but he is not manifesting the fruit always.
Without Diksha, it's not.
Yeah. So he is looking how he is, who is he, who is chanting, how he is chanting, what is quality of chanting. After looking, he is manifesting the fruit. But when not manifesting the fruit, we should not think that Harinam has no power. No. He is not manifesting only. Harinam is never powerless, always powerful. If not manifesting means our chanting has defects. So when defects will be destroyed, then by proper chanting all fruit will manifest. So here also when they were performing rasa dance, then all gopis, they thought today why we are not feeling the bliss. Then all Sakhis, Manjis, they tried to search. When they tried to search, they found out Lord Shiva in the form of Gopishwara here. In the form of Gopi, he was standing here. Then they caught. They told, oh, who are you? Who are you? What is your name? What is your father's name? What is your mother's name? But Lord Shiva could not reply. Why? Because he did not take birth from Gopi's womb. Lord Shiva did not take birth from Gopi's womb. Just he got Gopi's body only, but did not took birth from Gopi's body. So he was unable to give his father's name, mother's name, and what is his name, her name also, he could not reply. That's why Gopis rejected her. No, you cannot participate in this rasa dance. Then when they were disappointed, Lord Shiva was disappointed, then Purnamasi appeared. No, I gave this form to him, so let him witness.
Wasn't he crying because gopis were slapping?
Yeah.
So he's crying.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when cried, then she appeared.
And she came.
Yeah. So then he is witnessing here. Understood this? Then Lord Shiva told, Krishna told, yes, from today onward your name will become Gopishwara Mahadev. Bol Shri Gopishwara Mahadev ki jai. After that rasa dance was started. Then Lord Shiva came, but he was unable to dance properly with the gopis. Then because you have no habit, no proper training like gopis, then Lord Krishna was smiling and told, no, this time you are unfit. You need some more time, training. Then Lord Shiva told, but I want now. Then Krishna told, then you need training. Then what you will do? Now when I will appear in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you appear in the form of Advaita Acharya. Then you will dance with me. We will do Harinam Sankirtan. Then you will have sufficient experience. Then after that experience, when you come, you can dance with us together. Then Lord Shiva said, okay, but I cannot stay. Then Lord Krishna told, no, I will become Mahaprabhu, then you will come with me. Then we will dance. Then you will have proper training and experience. Then you can know how to dance in rasa dance. So till now, that's why he is witnessing here. He is unable to dance like gopis in rasa dance. So this is the story of Gopishwara Mahadev. Bol Shri Gopishwara Mahadev ki jai. And the rasa dance where it is manifested, this is called Bansi Bod.
So there are different stories. I've heard different devotees saying in other Puranas, Gopishwara Mahadev does dance with Krishna at the rasa dance. So some stories he does, some he doesn't. How to reconcile.
Anyhow, does also, but it was not perfect.
Yeah.
If sometimes does also, but that was not perfect like other gopis.
Yes.
So he needs training.
In his training.
So who danced or not danced also, but he was not perfect like other gopis.
Yes.
So he was in the need of a training properly.
Yeah.
So he has to wait. Yeah.
I think Shivaji is a protector of the Dham everywhere.
Lord Krishna engaged him. Lord Krishna told, now you can stay in Vrindavan forever, and without your permission no one can enter here. So without your blessing and permission one cannot enter inside Vrindavan. So he is called Kshetrapal Shiva. Kshetrapal, the protector of Dham. That's why in all Dham you will find Lord Shiva. Everywhere, all Vishnu Dhams, you will find Shiva is there. Mayapur is Shiva, Puri Dham is Shiva, Dwaraka is Shiva. Everywhere you will find Shiva. So this is one Shiva. This tree which we are looking is not the original. Because that time, that banyan tree, underneath which Lord Gopinath appeared by the devotion of Madhu Pandit. After that, Jamuna overflooded. In Jamuna's flood, that banyan tree went. But Madhu Pandita took one of that tree's branch and planted here. So from that branch of that tree, original tree, now this is there. But original big one was flowing.
This doesn't look like a banyan tree.
Is this a
though.
banyan?
It doesn't look like it doesn't look like a banyan.
No.
There's no roots
Because
coming down.
that is not true.
but
That
this
side
one,
is there.
this one.
That side. That
Oh,
side.
that side.
Yeah. So that is not original. One of that bigger tree branch. Madhu Pandit took one branch from that tree and planted. So that tree is till now present. Yeah. So by Madhu Pandit's protection, that tree is till now there. But original underneath whom Krishna was playing the flute, that gone.
No.
So this is the story of Bansivat.
Jai.
बोल बंसीवट की जय, रासस्थली की जय, रासलीला की जय, गोपीश्वर महादेव की जय, ब्रह्म कुंड की जय, गोविंद देव की जय. Now we'll go to Dhir Samir.
Jai.
Now here